Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. And today we are going to discuss another very interesting topic. Instead, I would say a model, a method which is widely used in manufacturing industrial sector even today, but is very beneficial and impactful in every role that we work in a professional setup. Now, before I start explaining the method, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Today, what we are going to discuss is the 5 whys analysis or the 5 whys method. Now, 5 whys was developed in the 1930s by Mr. Sakichi Toyoda. Mr. Toyoda is the founder of Toyota Industries, as we all know today, and is said to be one of the fathers of Japan's industrial revolution. This technique gained popularity during the 1970s and it is still used by Toyota and many other companies, as I said, especially manufacturing companies and organizations today. So let's get started. Now, have you ever encountered a problem that kept reoccurring all the time in your professional life or personal life? Having to address a problem of failure mode more than once is definitely very time consuming and a waste of valuable resources as well. The issue is that the root cause is not being identified or addressed. If you are not getting to the root cause, then you are merely treating a symptom of the problem. In addition, if a permanent solution is not determined and implemented, the problem will eventually repeat. There is a simple to-use tool that can help eliminate repeat problems, and this is this method, 5 whys. Now, the 5 whys method is simply asking the question why enough times until you get past to all the symptoms of a problem and down to the root cause. Now, the 5 whys method and a doctor treating a patient's symptoms share a striking similarity in their approach. Both aim to identify and address the root cause rather than just alleviating surface level issues. When a doctor encounters symptoms, they don't stop at the first sign like fever or pain. Instead, they ask a series of questions like, why is this happening? Since when did it start happening? What was the last thing that you ate since when this started happening? A lot of such questions to trace the underlying illness or condition causing the symptoms. Similarly, the 5 whys method involves repeatedly asking why to drill down to the root cause of a problem, ensuring the issue is resolved at its source rather than being temporarily patched. Now, both approaches prevent recurring problem, whether it's avoiding misdiagnosis in medicine or tackling inefficiencies in problem solving, and emphasize the importance of understanding the core issues to achieve long-lasting results, be it in a product-based, quality-based, or a service-based industry. Now, whenever we try to learn a new method, metrics, or a model, the first dilemma that we get is how to perform that method, how to rightly perform that metrics or a model. So here are the steps that how you can perform the 5 whys in your organization within your team. As you can see on the screen, there's a picture and there are steps mentioned in the picture. The first thing that you need to do is define the problem for which you are trying to find the root cause and for which you want to bring the permanent solution for. The second step to do is assemble the right team, form a right team, assemble the right team. Now, it can be department-wise, it can be managerial levels, different levels that you want to bring in one team. That can be skill-based personals as well, subjective to what problem that you have and you want to find the root cause for. So try to assemble the right team. As they say, right people at right time creates a big difference. Now, the third thing that you need to do is explain this 5 whys method to your team, encourage them to ask whys multiple times until they get yes to the root cause of the problem. Try to tell them to ask why, that why is this happening, when did it started, why, and every time ask them to reflect upon that, is this really the root cause of the problem? If the answer is no, then keep on asking why multiple times, more number of times, until they get the answer yes to the root cause of the problem. And then the last step to do is to develop and implement the action plan to work on the solution that you want to permanently bring to mitigate that root cause problem that you have just figured out. So develop that action plan and try to work towards it to bring an impactful change and permanent solution for the problem. Now let's understand the 5 whys method through a couple of examples. As you can see on the screen, the very first example, let's take that the problem is that the vehicle will not start. Now keep on asking couple of whys, at least 5 whys, until you get the answer, the root cause of the problem. Now the vehicle will not start. Why will the vehicle not start? Well, the battery is dead. Now why the battery is dead? The alternator is not functioning. Why is it not functioning? The alternator belt has broken. Why has it broken? The alternator belt was well beyond its useful service and service life and is not replaced. Well, why did that happen? Why is it not replaced? Well, the vehicle was not maintained according to the recommended service schedule. And that's the root cause of the problem. You did not follow the service schedule for the maintenance, and that is why it's broken, and that is why the vehicle will not start. So the permanent solution is apply and monitor if you haven't prepared the service schedule, please prepare it, get it prepared from the maintenance person, the garage that you always give your vehicle for service, and follow that schedule properly, monitor it, when is the time due, when is the schedule due, and keep on following it. And you can provide multiple solutions for it, so create an action plan for it. Now let's take another example. The problem is that the client refused to pay the progress payment that you are working on a project. You are the supplier for that organization and you are implementing the project for this organization, and your client refused to pay the progress payment for it. And now ask multiple whys to understand the root cause. Why are they not paying? Now why? We completed the activity late. Why did we complete the activity late? The activity took longer than estimated. Why did it took longer than estimated? Well, we couldn't procure enough materials. Why we couldn't procure enough materials? We did not purchase on time. So why didn't we purchase on time? We didn't analyze the work schedule on time. And you would see this is the root cause of the problem. The work schedule wasn't analyzed properly, and that is a reason of mismanagement, that the resources were not procured on time, the materials were not procured on time, and that took longer to complete the activity late. And as they say in the project management, the three major variables: time, cost, quality, and deliverables. So if you do not manage the time properly, it will surely reflect on the deliverables, the quality and delivery of the product or service that you are trying to implement in a project-based environment, and that will always hamper an effect on your cost. So that is the learning, and that is the root cause of the problem. So next time, create an action plan based on this root cause, that what you can do to bring a permanent solution and how you can plan your project in a better way. So this can be helpful through 5 whys method. Now let's take one last example of 5 whys. Now the problem here is water leakage in pipe A. Now start asking why there is leakage in pipe A. well, it can't support the water pressure. Now, why can't it support the water pressure? Because the pipe isn't adequate to support the water pressure in that area. And why can't it support in that area? It was changed 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't checked to see if it could support the water pressure in that area. And why is it so? The standard check for the correct functioning of the pipe wasn't completed. Now, why wasn't it completed? Because the person in charge wasn't familiar with the standard set for that specific pipe. Now, you see, this is the root cause. Root cause is non-compliance with the standard procedure when changing a pipe by a worker who hasn't been trained on how to do it. So the root cause is that there was a non-compliance because the trainer wasn't trained enough to check it, to test it. And that is a root cause. And now you can create a solution, an action plan on a permanent solution for it. Maybe perhaps more focus on training of the workers assigned for this work, and followed by an exam or test of that workers on a practical basis. Well, the 5 whys method is a simple yet powerful tool for uncovering the root cause of problems both in personal and professional life. In professional settings, as we just learned out of the 5 whys method, it helps teams move beyond surface level symptoms to identify deeper issues, facilitating efficient problem solving and preventing recurring challenges. For instance, it can resolve workplace inefficiencies to improve project outcomes by addressing the why behind delays or errors. But however, it's so helpful in personal life as well. In our personal life, applying the 5 whys encourages self-awareness and emotional clarity. By asking why we feel or react in a certain way multiple times, we can better understand our motivations and tackle underlying issues, leading to improved relationships, decision making, and personal growth. This method empowers individuals and teams to think better, deeper, and critically make required corrections and create stronger foundations for success. And so that's it for today's video. I hope this method was helpful for you to learn, and you can start implementing this in your both personal and professional life right away. You can again Google it out for more detailed understanding always, but I think you can start on a fundamental basic level right from this video itself. So stay tuned for many more such interesting models, articles, stories, case studies, and my thoughts related to management. I'll see you next week.